Ex confessed he used to purposely ripping our condoms. My ex, 24 male, and I, 24 female, were together for almost 5 years. We broke up about half a year ago, and one of the main causes was the fact that he wanted to have children and I wasn't ready. This is a discussion we had since the beginning of the relationship, and he always insisted on being a father since we were teenagers and would argue because I didn't really know if I even wanted to be a mother but was 100% sure I didn't want to be one at 19. He recently reached out again and we've seen each other a couple of times. I had considered getting back together until he confessed being scared of being infertile. I was shocked when he said he thinks he could be, because he would purposely tear them so I would get pregnant. I don't know how to feel. He said it as if I'm supposed to feel sorry for him when he literally confessed to do something like this behind my back. Just cut contact and go as far away as possible from this liar. Such an a-hole move to try and deceive someone on such a sensitive matter. Hi op. If no one has mentioned it yet, the word for this is reproductive coercion, and it falls under the umbrella of abuse, and you should not get back together with him. That is disgusting and super manipulative. If you were to go back, he'd probably do it again. Cut contact, block, and don't look back. This is sexual assault. OMG, that's appalling. PLs don't get back with him. How can you ever trust him again? Also, get an STD test. I'm sorry op, that's an awful thing to happen to you. And no one feels sorry for him, and I hope that includes you. X. That's pretty messed up. Good thing his evil plans to secretly implant his seed into your womb never worked op. You should probably stop talking to this guy. Please do not, I repeat, do not feel sorry for him. This is literally sexual assault. Please block all contact and don't get back together under any circumstances. Please listen to what others are saying. He is not good for your mental health and definitely not for your physical health. Confess to doing something behind your back? Kinda minimizes it, don't you think? Sneaking Twinkies, when he said he quit sugar kinda thing. What he did would be way more impactful on your life, without your consent and forcing you to rely on him for a very long time. He didn't give two craps what you thought about it. Let's say he has syphilis and intentionally decides to give that to you, would you like that? You don't get back together with people like that. You say goodbye and find a good person. My boyfriend thought a picture of me when I was 5 was hot, and I'm disgusted. So while we were in the middle of having sex and dirty talking, we were asking each other sexual secrets we've never told each other. I know he used to have a porn addiction, but while we were talking he confessed he used to get off to anime drawings of kids, naked. Huge red flag. Gross. And then, he told me he thinks he could jerk off to a picture I showed him months ago of me when I was 5. I was so thrown off guard and asked why. He said, I don't know, it's hot. Because now you have big boobs and a nice ass. Like what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? I don't know if he was just saying stuff while being all work up and turned on in the moment, but WTF? The next day I needed more explanation and he says, well now you just think I'm attracted to kids and I'm not. I don't know why I said what I said, but basically I was just giving you a compliment. Yeah, a super creepy compliment. And then I asked how he could ever possibly get off to that anime stuff, and he pretty much told me that I heard him wrong, and that he only simply scrolled through it, and didn't get turned on by it. I know what he said. And it makes me want to puke. I feel disgusted by it all, and I'll never be able to look at my innocent picture the same way again. He has apologized, but oh my, it is just not sitting right in my stomach. We just had a daughter together and I have some super weird gut feeling that I need to take my daughter and leave. Yuck, and yes, you need to protect your daughter from him. There isn't enough material in the world to make the appropriate sized red flag. Believe that feeling. Nothing about a 5-year-old should ever be described as hot. Jerking off over the picture as well, fuck no. If possible, get that admission over text because I'd be worried about him getting partial custody. Guy's a pedo. PL's breakup. Jerk off to a picture of when you were 5? Please leave right now. This is very disturbing on so many levels, and the fact that you have a daughter with him makes it pretty scary. You have a daughter. Run. Trust your gut. That's really fucking weird. Better to be safe than sorry here. At the absolute bare minimum, maybe bring your kid to therapy to make sure nothing inappropriate has already happened. I'd recommend therapy to him, too. Or psychiatric care, evaluation. You better get a good lawyer because if you split he'll want to share custody with you. You don't have proof of this, so what a nightmare. Even if you leave, he'll be in your daughter's life. Do I ask my boyfriend to exchange the necklace he got me for Valentine's Day? My boyfriend of 2 years got me a necklace for Valentine's Day. It was very sweet and thoughtful of him, but the necklace was silver. I exclusively wear yellow gold, gold-plated, and I have told him multiple times that I do not wear silver. While I felt initially hurt that he doesn't notice something as simple as my everyday jewelry and doesn't really listen to me when I clearly articulated my preference numerous times over the 2 years so this mistake wouldn't happen, I really didn't want to hurt his feelings, so I just said I loved it but that if next time he could consider choosing gold for me. When I came home, I saw that the necklace he got me was quite expensive. I feel worse now that he spent nearly $500 on something that I don't really like and will never wear. Would I hurt his feelings if I asked him if we could go to the mall together and exchange it for something I would wear? I really don't want to hurt his feelings because I know he took time picking it out, but I also don't want to hurt his feelings by never wearing an expensive piece of jewelry he got me. What do I do? Something I've learned about guys is that if they see you wearing a certain color a lot, they assume they should get you the opposite of that color because they're helping by getting you something you don't have yet. Explain to him that you have a lot of gold because you prefer gold and see if the same necklace maybe comes in gold too. Girl, there is absolutely nothing wrong with kindly telling him that you would rather change it for a gold one. Especially for the price. What a waste for him to spend this amount of money for something that is not truly appreciated while it could be changed. If you don't tell him, maybe he will get your silver earrings next. Do you like the style of the necklace? If so, exchanging it for a gold version shouldn't be a huge deal, depending on how much additional $s. That way you'll both be happy, he'll feel like you liked what he picked, and you'll get the color you wanted. Color changes for other things, shoes, jacket, phone, wouldn't be a huge deal, because the core present is still appreciated and kept, just a personal preference on color aesthetic. Say that silver will be hard for you to wear because it doesn't match with you earrings, so you want to exchange with the same thing's gold version so that you can wear it every day. My husband got me a pendant necklace with a big blue stone, cool. Not usually what I wear but I like it. Then the next year he got me an even bigger one, and I thought, I gotta nip this in the bud or he will keep buying me big pendant stone necklaces. So I just had to roll the band-aid off and be like, I love that you got me this but it isn't really something I think I'm going to wear. Did you get it at XYZ store? I'd like to exchange. I feel like an asshole, but I'd really like to exchange. He was a little bit hurt but I felt like if I pretended to love it I'd have 100 of those things by now. I wouldn't be hurt if he wanted to exchange something I bought him. He's your boyfriend of 2 years, not 2 minutes. Say babe, your heart was in the right place but this isn't me. I cannot imagine a guy that would rather you keep something you don't want. And, you're way far enough into your relationship, it really should be easy to have conversations like this. Wow op. Some of the replies here are seriously sad. I worry about their relationships. You can absolutely let your partner know that the metal doesn't match your existing collection and that you love the gesture and want to exchange it for something that can complement your other pieces. This is in no way ungrateful or boogie, and I think most partners would appreciate the honesty. Honestly, nothing wrong with mentioning an issue you have and asking for it to be swapped. The issue would arise if it can't be swapped and you choose to ignore and invalidate the gift. On his end, not paying attention to your aesthetic seems like an issue. Boyfriend has videos of us being intimate on his computer I didn't know were being taken. Basically, as the title says, I, 27, was on my boyfriend's, 26, laptop and saw 6 or 7 videos of us having sex in his bedroom. I did not know I was being filmed at the time they were taken, which is approximately 2 months ago. He has a security camera in the corner of his bedroom, pointed toward his door. I know about this camera, but it's for security purposes, as far as I knew, because he has a roommate and doesn't want him going into his space. It's strange to me that this sexual encounter was recorded and saved to his laptop, mostly because he never told me about it. If I had been informed, I may not even find it sketchy. I'm planning on bringing it up today. Does anyone have advice on what I should say? Any opinions on the intentions here? Immediately my mind thinks, was he sending this to someone? Why the secrecy? It seems very weird to me. Say nothing and delete it. And then dump him and let him know why. Involuntary pornography is no small issue and should not be forgiven. By saving it, that makes it clear he did this intentionally. Absolutely delete the files. The scary thing is that if you do remain with him at some point he will do this again, and now he knows he needs to hide it better from you. Delete and move on. Do not mention this to your BF. Take the computer to the police, file charges, and never talk to him again. Regardless of intentions, that's such a violation of privacy. Maybe it's his kink and that's cook if y'all had discussed beforehand. Just be blunt. Say you found it and tell him how you feel the exact same way you told us. Make a police report. Hi there, it looks like you already have enough advice on what to do next, but I wanted to take a second and say sorry that this happened to you. It's incredibly violating. Good luck. You need to take that laptop to the police to document and ensure is destroyed. He lost the right to his laptop when he committed a crime with it. Is this not illegal?